Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, and today I have on my Christmas sweater. I have on no makeup. It's another declutter video. So today we are going to declutter my drugstore or affordable eyeshadow palette and my single eyeshadows. I don't even know how this is going to go. Eyeshadow palettes are definitely the one category that I am least likely to get rid of stuff. So let's hope this goes well, but if it doesn't, I'm not gonna be shocked. I don't want you to be shocked. But before we get into this declutter, I just wanna say thank you guys so much for clicking on my video and taking time out of your day to spend a little bit of time with me. If this is your first time here, definitely stick around. Join the family over here. I'd love to have you on my GlamGirlChelsea squad. And if you are a returning subscriber, I'm always so appreciative of your constant support, of every like, every comment, and for you just constantly being there for me and my channel. It really does mean a lot to me. So let's just get into this declutter because I'm interested to see what I'm going to declutter. These are the Wet n Wild Mega Jelly eyeshadows. So they remind me of, okay, I have three. They remind me of the Colourpop Jelly Much shadows. These are pretty, but I really shouldn't have got them. And, oh, that one's hard to take off. So they're very pretty, but they're not, Colorpops are much better. This one actually was already dried out when I bought it, so I'm definitely decluttering these. If you're interested in them, yeah, these are hard to take off too. And that's another thing, these are hard to take off. By the time you take them off, you're like already frustrated with it. But the shades are pretty. This one is in the shade Just Rust Me. The pink one is in the shade Code Red. And then the blue one is in the shade Something Blue. Okay, let's just deal with these Colourpop single shadows, not getting rid of any of them, just to quickly go through them. This is in Monkey Business. So this one is in the shade Flipper. I have this one, and it's in the shade A Little Quirky. I have this one, Deep Dive. This one, ooh, you can't really see that one. Oh, here we go. You can see it a little bit there. Strawberry Jam. I'm not gonna swatch all of them because we'd be here forever. This one is so pretty. It's one of my favorite colors. Bumblebee. This is the color of the eyeshadow. Strawberry Jelly. This one is really pretty too. They're all pretty. Whistle and Pixie. This one is gorgeous. It's a nice little light champagne one. And Peekaboo. And Bring It Up the Rear. It's this one in the shade Let Me Pass. So like I said, all of my Colourpop individual ones I'm keeping. This is a liquid eyeshadow, and what is this brand by? Bunny M. This is their glitter balm, and I had so much high hope of this. This is in shade One Queen. I saw a Instagrammer use it on her eyes, and I was like, oh, this is gorgeous. And when you swatch it, you're like, oh yes, this is gonna be so pretty. And then you put it on your eyes and it just is underwhelming. So I'm gonna declutter it. The shade is pretty, but when I would apply it to my eye, it was very patchy. It was hard to work with, and just like I said, a disappointment. These are the Hard Candy Glitterazzi eyeshadows. So one side is going to be your liquid eyeshadow, and then the other side is going to be your glitter portion. And just to give you a quick swatch, these are actually pretty nice, but I don't wear them, and I've had them since like March. So declutter. This blue one is in the shade Naughty Neptune, and this orange reddish one is in the shade Mad About Mars. This is the Revlon Colors Day Cream eyeshadow in the shade 710. This is the color, and sorry for that. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile because I'm not sure. I like it, but I don't use it. Here's another Revlon Colors Day Cream eyeshadow in the shade 810 Cognac. This shade, I'm more likely to use it than the lighter champagne one. Okay, I'm still thinking about the Revlon Colors Day ones. Okay, Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize cream eyeshadow in Star Gold. So keeping this. This is a perfect one and done shade for me. Very creamy, and you don't have to rush to blend this out because it doesn't set automatically, but it does set quickly. So I think it's a good cream eyeshadow. It gives you time to blend it out, but it doesn't stay emollient all day. These are the L'Oreal Infallible single eyeshadows, and I'm keeping all of these. This is in the shade Glistening Garnet. Oh, if you have not tried any of these, you must. So I'm not gonna swatch it, but I'm gonna take this off so you can just see the beautiful pigment of them. These are one of those products at the drugstore that I'm like, this is a high-end product at the drugstore. My favorite shade of all time is Amber Rush, which is this one right here. If you, like I said, if you don't have these are a must try. And then I have a last shade in the color Bronze Taupe, beautiful taupey color. Definitely keeping these. These are so good. This is a eyeshadow palette from C Color Cosmetics. This is the Unisex 3 palette. This is a dupe for the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. And this is really nice. The shades showed up really nicely. They're pigmented. The mattes blended out pretty good. Not, you know, like the best formula ever, but it's a nice palette. I think, though, I'm going to declutter it simply because it's okay. It's not great. It's not bad. It's okay. And I know I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to declutter it. Here we have the Carity Picante palette. And this is a beautiful, warm-toned eyeshadow palette that was underwhelming. The shades were nice, and that's as far as it got for me. So I'm gonna declutter this one as well. I love this NYX birthday palette. So I got this 2016. It was my Ulta Beauty birthday gift. And these shades, ironically, were really good. Pigmented, blended well, but I am going to declutter this because I don't use it. But I was really shocked and impressed by how good the quality was for it to be a birthday gift and, you know, obviously a free product. One of the loves of my life, this Nubian eyeshadow palette by Juvia's Place. Look at all of the love she has gotten. And so it should be very clear I'm not decluttering this. I do still have a lot of mileage left in this one, but you can clearly see the shades that I love the most. But Juvia's Place eyeshadows are some of my favorite eyeshadows for pigment and shade. These are the Kiko Milani Pop Revolution eyeshadow palette. I love that they call them an eyeshadow palette and it's just 2 shades. This one is in Red, Brown, Mauve 02, and these are so pretty. So definitely keeping that, but look how gorgeous the shades are. So keeping these, and then this other one, I have it in the shade 03 Bordeaux Gold. Ooh, stunning. I mean, stunning. Colourpop Truly Madly Deeply. I won this in a giveaway, so I'm so keeping it, but outside of that, it's a beautiful palette. These glitters are so pretty. Obviously, you need to use them with the glitter glue, but the other colors are really pretty. They blend out great. I was so happy I got this palette. Another Colourpop palette. This is the Perception Shayla and Colourpop collaboration. And this one's really pretty. I don't reach for this more, so I do want to reach for this more in the future, but I'm really happy that I have it. The shades are so pretty. They blend well. So yeah. Keeping this one. My Juvia's Place The Warrior palette, another beautiful eyeshadow palette. You'll see that I have a lot of Juvia's Place palettes. And I feel like I need to declutter some of them, but I don't know if I'm going to be successful. But this one is a keeper because I really do like it. This is like a great nude eyeshadow palette for me. Here we have the Hard Candy eyeshadow palette. This is in the Earthy Vixen. This eyeshadow palette is very nice. It blended really beautifully. The shimmers, I was able to build them up very nicely, but I am going to declutter this one because I don't use it. The shades are pretty, the formula is nice, but there's something, for some reason I don't reach for this, so I'm gonna see if someone else I know would like to have that. So these two palettes are, from Bad Habit. They're dupes for Huda Beauty's Rose Gold and Desert Dust palette. So I wanted those palettes at the time, but I didn't want to spend the money for it. So I was like, oh, let me try a dupe. And the dupes were really nice. My daughter did that, not me. I let her play in it and she went ham on the glitter shade. But this was a really nice palette. But when ironically, after I used it, I was like, oh, this is good. I want the Huda one. So I'm going to declutter these because I don't use them. And I'm just going to invest the money in the Huda ones. So this is the one that, or is this I think this is the Rose Gold. Forgive me if I'm duping the wrong Huda palette. But yeah, formula was nice, really pretty. But I would rather have the real one. So declutter those. Okay, just straight off the back, so we don't have to waste time not getting rid of any of my Colourpop 9-pan palettes, but just to show you a quick look at them. This is the Going Coconuts one, and it's so pretty. My first 9-pan palette from Colourpop was the Aha Honey palette. So I'm pretty new to them, but gorgeous, so pretty. This is the Soul palette. This is probably my least favorite 9-pan palette, but still pretty, still gorgeous. And it's my least one simply because I just like the other ones a lot better. Not because the formula or, you know, shades are off. It's just, I love the color scheme of the other ones better. Orangey Glad, I mean, come on. I'm very glad I got it. And then the Strawberry Shake, I can't wait to use this in around Valentine's. I mean, I know I don't have to wait to use it, but I'm still gonna use it around Valentine's. So that's that. Then we have this Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette in the shade Comfort Zone. I'm going to declutter this one because I don't use it, but it's really pretty. These 10-pan eyeshadow palettes from Wet n Wild are excellent quality. They're obviously worth the money because they're already, I think these are like under $5. But very pretty. You can see how pretty the shimmers are. And I think it's great for people who want an eyeshadow palette, but they don't want a lot. They don't want it to be big because maybe you don't use it a lot, but you want something really quality and affordable. They're very good. But like I said, I'm going to declutter it because I've had it for a few years and I just don't use it. Colourpop Give It To Me Straight. This is my first Colourpop palette, so she's definitely not going anywhere, but she's so pretty. So pretty. So she's a keeper. And then lastly are the rest of my Juvia's Place palettes. So this is the Masquerade Mini palette by Juvia's Place. And I mean, look how beautiful this is. Nope, not going anywhere. Then we have the Douce, I think that's how you pronounce that. This is one where I am thinking about decluttering it because I don't use it. And every time I open this palette, I'm just lost. I'll be totally honest. I'm just kind of like, what am I gonna do? For some reason, this one just confuses me a bit. So, but it looks really pretty in pictures. That's the only reason why I want to keep it. I think I want to declutter it though. I really do. And then I kind of feel like I don't want to get rid of my Juvia's Place palettes because I need to, like, I don't have every Juvia's Place palette, but I have a lot of them. So then I'm like, do I want to break my collection? I don't know. Okay, this is the Warrior 2. I'm going to be honest. I have the Douce one in the declutter pile, but I really might keep it. I'm just putting it out there. I'm going to decide by the end of this video. Here's the Warrior 2 palette. It's an all matte palette. I purchased this one because Andrea Renee said it was a dupe for the Natasha Denona Biba palette. And I like this, but I rarely use it because I like shimmers. I like for me to be able to pick up one palette and use that one palette for a full eye look. But I feel like you should always have a matte palette. These are good though. I think I'm gonna keep this one and try to use it more. because there's nothing wrong with the shades. And I do like that it's an all matte palette, but I don't reach for it because it's an all matte palette. Does that make sense? I hope it does. She's not going anywhere. The Saharan 2, this is, I would have to say, next to the Nubian palette, this is my favorite Juvia's Place palette. I mean, look at these shades. I recently did a look on this. I did a holiday glam look using all drugstore and affordable products, and I used this palette, so I'll link that if you'd like to go see it. But ooh, and this blue shade, just look at this. You must experience this. I mean, come on. Yep, she's a for sure keeper. Okay, this is the Zulu palette, and this one is so pretty, and I would really like to use this more, so I'm gonna keep it because when I have used it, I've loved the looks that I created. And this was one palette this year that I was like, okay, I really do need to start using more color, and this palette's going to let me do it. And this is such a beautiful shade right here too. Hold on, I don't want to keep swatching, but I feel like Juvia's they just do something with their shimmers. Oh, so pretty. So yeah, she's definitely a keeper. And then I forgot I had the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette. So after this, we have one more. Here's the Saharan by Juvia's Place. This one is one that I really don't use either. And so I am thinking about decluttering it. I mean, the pigmentation is there, so nothing wrong with it, but for some reason, it's kind of like with the Douce palette. When I open it, I'm just kind of like, this doesn't bring me joy. So I am gonna declutter this one. I have no hard feelings about it. Lastly, Colorpop Sweet Talk palette. I mean, you're not going anywhere. Absolutely not. If you have this palette, more than likely you love it. And I mean, more than just even the shades. I mean, this has been like, I think this is when I felt like Colourpop stepped up their packaging. It's just stunning. Okay, so I was doing a little thinking, and I think I want to keep this one. I want to try to do right by it, and I feel like I can. And I feel like because I'm getting rid of the Saharan palette, I did declutter one, Juvia's Place one, so I'm going to keep that one. All right, in terms of the Revlon Color Stay, I am going to get rid of these because I don't use them, and I like the Colourpop Single Shadows more. And I have like a couple of shades in the Colourpop ones that are similar to these. So these are gonna be decluttered. So this is what I'm decluttering, which honestly, I'm actually very happy with this. I didn't know if we were gonna make it this far and get rid of this much. So I'm really happy with this. So we're getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 palettes, and then 3 liquid eyeshadows, and then 5 cream eyeshadows. And I'm really good with this, very good with this. All right, so this is what I'm keeping, and I'm not disappointed by it either because I look at each one of these eyeshadow palettes and I'm like, yes, I truly, truly like them. I love all of the cream eyeshadows that I'm keeping. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't the most successful declutter, but we did get rid of stuff, and that's the whole point, right? Right. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's it. I hope that you enjoyed this declutter, and I really hope to see you, yep, you right there, in my very next video. Bye, guys.